Welcome everyone to this video where I'm going to show you how to make lips in Procreate. Before we get started, I just want to talk a little bit about my journey. I have started to draw the facial features, so I've created a video on eyes, nose, now I'm working on lips, and then I'll do ears and hair, and then I'll wrap it up with the face tutorial. So be sure to subscribe if you want to see those. I would like to talk a little bit about my journey drawing lips. First of all, I set out on a journey to draw lips. The first thing I did was learn the anatomy. It's really helpful if you can look at the muscles underneath the lips so you know the shape and the construction. So I'll show you a picture of that here. And then I started looking at my own lips. Maybe I could draw them for inspiration. And then I started looking at other lips that I could use for reference as I could build this construction. And then after I get the construction, then I could start to fill them in. But as I got browsing through the different lips, I found the duck lips. So those were fun. If you remember 5 years ago with all the selfies. So I tried drawing some duck lips and then maybe put some duck lips on the Mona Lisa. More seriously tried to draw the Mona Lisa because for whatever reason the Mona Lisa has captured people's attention for 500 years, and most say it is the most mysterious smile, and Leonardo da Vinci worked on it for years, and yeah, I guess it's the ideal of happiness. It tells a story of happiness. So it was a great inspiration to try to draw those. I'll show you some of my drawings. And then also I'll just show you some progression from the early on versions to my better versions. So that's my story. Now we can jump into the tutorial. All right, let's start by making a new canvas. I always want to show you how I'm set up here. So I'm going to do 1280 by 720 this time. That is the resolution on YouTube that I'm showing us, or that's the resolution on YouTube video, so we'll do that. Turn on drawing guide and edit drawing guide. This time it's going to be 90 pixels if you're following along for the dimensions. If you have Procreate on the iPad. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to estimate 6 squares. So I'll do that by just marking a line there and then going over 6 squares. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so that's going to be width of our mouth. And it's about half as tall, so we'll start here, and it's going to be, well, it's about a third actually. It's going to be 2 squares high. So this is going to be the top, and we're going to make a little U shape here that's about 1 square wide. And then the center, we're going to make another curve upward shape that's, I'm sorry, this is about a half, this is about a square. And then we'll come down here, and then we're going to make another one less dramatic, more of a flat shape here. So that's going to be the top, center, and the bottom. Alright, so what I like to do now is connect the sides to the center, and I'll do that by making an S curve. So it'll slant this way and then up. So why don't I show that to you? Something like that. And it'll just take some practice. Same thing here. This is what's called the Cupid's bow. And we'll just go slant. Maybe you need to redo that. Turn it a little bit. Yeah. Just like that. And we're going to do the same thing here. This time though, it's going to bow down a little bit. So it's going to go down. And then same effect, just S curve, right along that line. Same thing here, down and up. Kind of looks like we have a mustache so far. All right, so same thing here, down and then up. And then here, down and then up. See, it's starting to come together. And we can adjust these lines a little bit so the shape fits what we need to. Okay, so there's our contour and our construction. All right, now what I like to do is work on the shading. I'll start on the mid-tone. So we'll just shade everything in here. That'll be our base. So we'll shade everything our base color, just like so. Now we'll go to the dark shade. We'll turn the opacity all the way up. And we're gonna shade right along where the lips meet each other is gonna be the darkest. So we'll make that darker. And then on the corners, just like this. And we can also shade a little bit underneath the lip. There's going to be a shadow, cast shadow down here, so we can add that in. There's going to be shadows up here with the nose and stuff, but since we're not doing that, we're just doing the lips. We'll do this shadow. All right. Now what I like to do is the texture, and this part is just going to be some curves like this coming from the center. So you want to start there, and on the bottom they go all the way down, and you'll go different distances, and then we'll start to curve out just like that. Different lightness and darkness. And then on the top we're going to do similar, but we probably won't be as dramatic. They're not as noticeable on the top. And keep in mind, all of our lips are different. Every one I was drawing was different, so you can be very unique with this. Okay. All right, that's actually pretty good. Now, last step is to draw our highlights. So we'll turn to our eraser here. And we're gonna have a highlight on the top of the bottom portion here. And I just kind of go back and erase. Now this probably wouldn't work on your pen and pencil as much as it would on digital. And then right up here on the top, there's gonna be highlights. So this is where you're gonna get the most light. So we're gonna just erase and kind of blend that in so you get some light that shows there. Yeah, that's it. All right, there's obviously a lot more ways to do this, other techniques, and you also can consider sideways and on the angle, but that hopefully gets you started. So hopefully you'll try this out too and tag those on Instagram. I'll put this one on Instagram so you can use it as a reference if you like. Let me know how it goes. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope to see you in the next one where I work on the ears and the hair and round it out with the face. So let me know your comments if you enjoyed this, and hope to see you in the next one. Happy drawing.